Crochet. I'm going live tonight. Making sure everything is working.
What's the question of the night? Do you know?
I don't know yet. Come up with a question for me. Let's see. I see one person in. Hi, welcome in. So we are making a flamingo tonight. I have hibiscus. That is the name of this color. I also have a very loud child over there. I also have some orange that I'm going to use for the feet. I have some beak colors that we're going to do. And we are going to be making a flamingo. So hopefully. I don't want to make a super huge flamingo, but I want it to be super fun to make. So. Welcome in, welcome in. So I have decided that I absolutely love this ergonomic hook. It is so wonderful. I'll let you guys see it up close. It was from that Temu order that I made. Though I would get some of these from like a local artist that's making them. That would be so amazing. But it is a resin encoded hook. So they just put the hook down to the resin while the resin is being hardened. And they like put all these little flowers and things, which is really cool. So that is what that is. I'm going to start with the head. And I'm going to build up until I have 24 stitches going around. Hello, welcome in. 2. And then I'm probably going to do 3-ish rows for the thickness of the head. We're just going to like kind of wing it. Welcome in, everybody. So if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Julie. I like to crochet. I do read patterns, but I almost never follow them. So if you're an avid pattern follower, this might trigger you just a little bit. Oops. That looks fine. So welcome in, welcome in. Thank you. So it's been a couple weeks since I've done a live. Hello. So yeah, we're going to be making a little, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my dog, hi, dog's feet on this linoleum floor are so loud. It's crazy. Whoops. How are you guys tonight? Is it nighttime? It is, let's see, what time is it where I am? I do this on my phone. Oh, it's 11 o'clock where I am, so. I feel like this is usually when I get on here, is about 11 o'clock at night, because I work during the day. So far, I just have my base circle for the top of the head. If you're just joining, I just have my base circle for this part. And we're making a flamingo, so. My base circle is, did 6, 12, 18, and then 24 on that one. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Channel's a baby channel. So now I'm going to do 3 rows, I think, of 24. and we'll see where we're at after that. How is everybody tonight? Hi, welcome in. If you can hear the tapping, that's my dog. She's being super loud with her nails. I need to trim her nails. Actually, I just trimmed them like a week ago, but I swear this dog's nails grow so fast. But I have been working a lot lately, so I have not been able to get on live very often. So I've been trying to post at least 3 times a week. Like, sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I just do it for the fun. Plus, it helps me, like, do new patterns and stuff, because I like when you guys give me patterns to try or like stuff. So, this inspiration idea comes from Eliza, and she said to make a flamingo with the bright pink yarn. So, I know it looks kind of orange on screen, but this is hibiscus. It's from Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness, Pandora. She's so funny. But it's the hibiscus yarn. And I just thought it was appropriate to also use my little flower hook that I got from Temu. Like, I'm just enjoying it. I think it's really pretty. So tonight, the question of the night is, what is the weirdest sandwich that you have ever tried? So when I was young, my mom, she was an older mom. She had 8 of us. And so we had several recipes that were from like the early 50s and stuff that we would still use and stuff. So her favorite was mayonnaise and on like cheese bread. Which cheese bread is like, it's got like sprinkled cheese on top. I don't know how to describe it. Like, basically when you make it, it's like a homemade bread. It's homemade white bread. You put herbs and cheese on the top, so it kind of tastes like, hi, how are you? So it tastes like the bread that you get at Subway. It tastes like that. So peanut butter and mayonnaise on that cheesy bread. Oh my goodness, dog. I would bet that you guys can totally hear her. Hello, how are you? You doing good tonight? But what is your favorite weird sandwich? Weird meal? So that is the question of the night tonight. It is super storming outside right now. So if you wind up not, like if it just cuts out, it's probably just because I've lost complete connection. Because I live in the south and we have had the wettest, like, it has been super wet. Like, my backyard, as soon as I cut my front yard, I try to cut my backyard, and my backyard is like super, super tall. It's ridiculous. But yes, that is the question of the night. Child, like, okay, the reason why the dog is like that is because she went out to the bathroom and, like I said, it's raining, so she has to go potty in the front yard because it's raining, and the front yard is cut nice and short, where the backyard is not as short. And so anytime, she's a pit bull, if you guys have seen her on here, she is a marshmallow. She's amazing. She's my baby. But Pandora is not a water bug. She doesn't like baths. She doesn't like rain. She doesn't like the swimming pool. She does not like to be wet at all. Like, it makes her very upset. So I think that was 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. We're gonna do, let's do one more all the way around. So 4 rows of 24. Yeah, she hates being wet, any capacity of the term wet. So she is just like trying to get all of the little tiny water droplets that when we brought her in, she got toweled off and everything so that she would not be uncomfortable. And she's just like hating the fact that it is wet outside. So where you're at, is it wet or dry today? That is another good question. Like here it is soaking wet outside. Hello, welcome in. But yes, mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwiches on cheesy herb bread, homemade cheesy herb bread. That was something that I grew up with, and it's definitely an acquired taste. I was always told it was like an Appalachian favorite, so, and that's where I'm from. I'm from Appalachia, so it could just be that. I don't know. All I know is I do like them. My kids do not. Well, my son, he doesn't care. But my daughter's like, ew, Mom, those are gross. So, but I think they're good. My mom loved them. I'm going to start decreasing all the way around, which is going to be single crochet decrease all the way around one time. And I am not counting stitches, y'all. Like, I don't know. I am just, I've got the tail hanging out over here, and I just basically kind of sort of line it up with that as I go around until I get to like the end of the row ish, which is sometimes why some of my stuff comes out like really weird and wonky, but sometimes it comes out cute. So like I said, if you are a crocheter that goes by patterns and you're very type A, this channel might make you go, oh my gosh. Because everything is free-handed. Not everything, but most of my stuff is free-handed. Hi, welcome in. Do, 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 do. One more decrease. There we go. Yep, that looks like it's about right. And then I'm gonna go all the way around and decrease one more time. But we have our little head almost made. We are making a flamingo. I think the caption is here somewhere right here, if you guys can see it. I don't know. I don't have a computer. I'm getting one. I'm getting one. I want to be able to like edit videos and like do it all fancy like some of these creators out here do, but yeah, you're getting a live stream off my phone just hanging out. Like that's just how we roll over here, I guess. So now I'm decreasing all the way around to bring it down to hopefully 12 stitches. I think we'll be at 12 stitches, maybe, possibly. Let's count them and see. And we're going to start making the neck. All right. Stitch counting. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? That's a decrease. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take the last 2 out. All right, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So we're going down to 12 stitches there. Basically, if you kind of can math just a little and keep it within the way that I do it anyways when I'm making a pattern or making something new. Like if I wanted to close this up, that would be the perfect size for a hacky sack. Maybe a little big. It'd be about the right size for a hacky sack. But the way that I do it is I just keep it within whatever multiples of the stitch that I started with. So since I started with 6 stitches, I'm going to make sure that there are multiples of 6 throughout the entire pattern for every row. So even if we get really big, we're still going to stay within that 6 stitch pattern. So now we're going to just start the neck, and I want to do, I don't know, like maybe this long, maybe that long. We're just going to see how it looks, and then we'll start the body from there. So we're going to go ahead and stuff the head here in a minute. I'm going to get like 2 or 3 rows of the neck going. Hi, welcome in. I know there's like a lot of pattern creators out there that be like, oh my gosh, that's not how you make a pattern. Yeah, I know. I totally know. I have some patterns out there that I've worked on, and you know what? Sometimes freehanding and just keeping it within just works. Hi, welcome in. It's nice to meet you. We keep going. So I need some ideas, anybody that is looking to chat, for what we should do in the next one. So I have been asked to make a Yoshi. I do not have the right yarn for that yet, but soon we will work on Yoshi. I know that's like the Yoshi movie, or not Yoshi movie, but like the Rainbow Road movie is out and everything. Like banked on that. I am so slow to get to these trends and stuff. How are you tonight? But like, what are some things that you guys want to see crocheted or in crochet form? Anything interesting that you guys can think about? Thank you for the like. I have made roses before. I've made all kinds of little animals before. So I'm looking for something interesting and new to make. I made a pair of shorts earlier this year for Valentine's Day. They were really cute, actually. It is really, really warm in here. I'm trying to see if my oven is still on. I don't think it is. So we made strombolis for dinner. It was so good, y'all. Like, if you have not made strombolis before, it is so, so good. Yeah, I need some ideas for things to make for like Christmas time, because I am not doing much during the summer. I have some issues with my hands that I can only crochet a little bit, and then they start burning. So we're not really sure what's going on, but I'm diabetic, so it's probably neuropathy. I don't know what it's called, but that's what they suggested when I asked the doctor about it. So, but I want to keep my crochet business up because I love making things and I think they're so fun. So on days that I do feel well and I do want to make things, I want to be able to. Like a couple of days ago, I made this little headband. Like, isn't that cute? And I did it on the little holes here. So the way that the pattern worked, I just started in the middle and then used the holes to go down the sides. So I made the little headband. Now, of course, it's not going to look exactly right. There we go. That's cute. But I want to get some more fun things. Like, they can be wearables, they can be whatever. But give me some ideas. Like, what are you guys excited for to make, things that you guys want to see. I know everybody wants me to do the House of Dragon and Dragons, but here's the thing, there's like 17 dragons or something like that, and I'm not a big dragon maker. Like, I don't do like harsh lines and things, so it's really hard for me to do stuff like that. I like the soft, squishy looking critters. I'm gonna stop and stuff the head and neck now. So far, this is what we have. Flamingo-esque. So far. Yeah, do you guys have any ideas for things for me to make? Because I am taking all ideas, especially for Christmas time when it cools down just a little bit. I live in the South, so it is hot, hot, hot here. But once it cools down a little bit, I would love to start doing markets again. So, hey Bubba, can you give me a water bottle, please? Thank you. There's our flamingo head. This is gonna be kind of a larger, thank you, a larger stuffy. It's definitely not gonna be one of my $5 ones. But that's okay because I'm looking to add some more like $30 and $40 stuffies. That would be amazing. My teenage son is getting into the snacks right now. So, which is absolutely fine. I just think it's funny because we just had dinner. Am I not doing this right? Oh, the thing's okay. It's not me, y'all. The thing is like messed up. Okay. I know how to put a water bottle cap back on. But yes. Where'd the hook go? There it is. Okay. Making some fun things for Christmas time. Because that is when my next market will be. If you're just joining us, hello. Welcome in. We are making a pink flamingo. We are freehanding it from memory because I don't know why I didn't look up like kind of more what a flamingo looks like. That's on me, my bad. I kind of have an idea of like what I want to do, the way that I want to do it. When I get down a little further, I'm going to do some half double crochets to bump out the chest area just a little bit, and then also the back area, maybe. I don't want it to be like a round ball and then a line, you know, a neck and then a round ball. I want to give it some shape, so we're gonna work on some shaping once it gets down a little further. And hopefully also it will stand up. That is my goal. So I'm gonna make this part where the nose is. Hello, welcome in. So our question of the night, if you guys missed it, if you are just tuning in, is what kind of weird sandwiches do you like or did you grow up with? So my mom's weird sandwich that all of us kids ate when we were little was a mayonnaise and peanut butter on urban sandwich. And it was really good. I'm not gonna lie. It was yummy. My kids, they don't really particularly like it. But what kind of sandwich did you guys grow up with? There is our bump out on the front. So that is what we're looking like now. It's just going to flatten it out like that so that we get a little bit of shaping going on. And I'm going to go around one time, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the booty side so that it starts making that like S shape that flamingos are famous for having. Do 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 do. I think on the front here where I have all the little bump out area, I'm just gonna do some ink. Let's see, where did I start that? There's double, okay. So I'm just gonna increase across that just to make it continue the way I want it to be. So far this is what we have. It's starting to go out this way. So this will be the side that the beak is on. This will be the back. Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys have ideas for the next time that we are crocheting together, let me know in the comments. We have tabled the Yoshi idea for the time being. Just because I don't have the right yarn for it. And I just am not able to go to the store and get it at the moment. My health is not allowing that. So aside from that, what kind of things can we do that? I have pretty much all of the colors that they have at Dollar Tree. So we can pick from those. I probably should have shown the colors, but I have every color of the rainbow except for yellow right now. I do not have yellow. I am completely out because I made a buttload of bees. So I'm out of that color. Whew. My hands are already starting to like hurt and feel like they're kind of sort of on fire, which is not great. It's not the best feeling in the world. So far this is what we have. I mean, I could stop here and change direction and make it into like a long necked dinosaur maybe. But we're gonna continue with the flamingo idea. Methinks a flamingo would be cute. Clacky. Eh. So basically what I'm doing is I am just flaring out the ends of the pattern. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So that's what it looks like right now. This is the front, the belly side, and this is going to be the back where the feathers are and stuff, the tail and stuff. So I'm just flaring that out so that a little critter starts looking more flamingo-y. And then on the side stitches, I'm just going to single crochet 4 or 5 stitches across so that it starts doing that. So now we have, on the side it's going to look like that, but on the front it looks like I'm going straight down. Now I'm going to do a single crochet and then increase all the way around. So we start building up our body. Building out our body. And I have no idea how many half double crochet increases I did, but it looks good, so it works. Also, if you're hearing a clicking, it is my fan. I have the loudest fan on the planet Earth. And it is up above me. And I also have a new studio light, which is like right here. Like, you can see it right there. And it is hot. It is a hot light. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with that. Because I am over here sweating. And I don't like to sweat because it's already hot and I don't have aircon. So yes, I live in the South and I do not have air conditioning. It sucks. It is not great. Could we buy an air conditioner? Yeah. Are we going to? No. And the reason why is because the more air conditioners you add, or the longer you have your air conditioner on, the higher the freaking bill goes. And my bills are high enough. Oh gosh, guys. Like, during the winter time, we had $500 heating bills. So I am trying to... Everybody has a fan, and it's all good. All right, I worked my all the way back around, and now this is what the body is looking like. So do you see the vision? It's starting to look like that. So that's gonna look cute when I get down and get done. Hi, welcome in. We are making a pink flamingo, a hot pink flamingo, as requested by Eliza. I am just going to continue flattening out one more round. So this time I'm going to do 2 single crochet and an increase all the way around. But it is not going to come out to 24 because I had all of those increases before. So we'll just see where it lands. It'll be fine. Wherever it lands will be fine. We are freehanding this, and it's gonna look great. Or terrible, you know, but who cares? Because it's so if you guys are wondering what size hook I'm using, this is a 4.5 millimeter hook. I just got it in that huge Temu order because it was pretty and it was stuff for Mother's Day. And it just took forever to get here. But yeah, hydrate break. So my goal for this ball of yarn is to be able to make 2 of these. So we'll see if we can do 1 and then weigh the yarn. I'll weigh the yarn after and see if I can't get 2 of them made. Because I always try to have at least 2 of everything at my booths. Oops. Now you can really see that elongated pattern coming out. So it's like a front to back pattern. And I think this is going to be wide enough for us to just crochet around a couple times. And probably, I'm going to say 6 more rows. And then start decreasing and finish this off. Are you coming for pettings? I can't pet you right now, baby. Oh, thank you. It's gonna be a flamingo. My Peppers has come over and is wanting some loving. All right, I think that looks pretty good for the way around. It's gonna start making the body now. Whew. Which I'm just gonna single crochet all the way around until I feel like it's big enough. Like, I'm thinking 6 rows. 6 rows sounds about right. Welcome in. Thank you for the love. Aw. I think smiling stuff is because, like, nothing's intentional. But at the same time, there's no mistakes. It's like, you know, you can't make a mistake on a pattern that you're freehanding. Oh, I just realized I should first. That way I could have connected it on the inside and not had to sew it on. Just made myself aware of that. That's okay. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. My dog is making so many weird sounds, like, it's crazy. Hello, welcome in. So far, here's what we have. She's looking a little bit more flamingo-y with every row. So I'm super excited about that. We've got some stuffing in the neck. Make sure the head is nice and stuffed. The reason why I want to make sure I can get 2 out of this, I should have just like doubled over the yarn and then separated it and cut it in half. But hindsight is 2020, as they say. But yeah, the yarn is just $1 at the Dollar Tree for a whole skein. But at the same time, I also have the cost of the fluff, which I get on sale anytime that it is on sale. I get a box or 2. So I buy the entire box for $14.99. I think it's like 5.5 pounds or something like that. 5 pounds? Something like that. It's a lot. It's like a giant box. I've also bought the 10-pound boxes. But I think this is the last time I bought the 5-pound boxes. So everything that I use for my business, I get on a discount. I will not buy it wholesale unless I absolutely have to have it for a specific pattern, or like if I'm testing for somebody, I will obviously go get whatever they require in their pattern. But other than that, I will try to do it for as cheap as possible so that I can make more profit. And if I can get 2 plushies or 3 plushies from a $1 skein and about $3 of yarn, then girl math that the first plushie that is sold from that pays for it. And then the second or third is your profit. So just a little idea for you guys that are crochet people, that or market people, even like not necessarily crochet people, like anybody can use that method. So I try to get either, if it's a large one like this, have at least 2, and then if it's a smaller one like my frogs, I try to get 3 or 4. And I have figured out how to get 4 frogs from every single ball of or skein of Dollar Tree yarn. So that means that the yarn only costs me 37 cents for each one. And if I sell them for $5, the stuffing for them is about 60 cents worth of stuffing, which means I make $4 in profit every single time I sell a frog. It's like $4.12 in profit or something like that. After I take out my yarn costs and everything. Now that does not include, like, obviously market fees or things like that. So those are obviously separate. It is pouring rain outside. Oh my gosh, I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I am in the middle of a stormy night. So if you guys are here in the US, I am in Central Time. I live in Clarksville, Tennessee. So it is pouring rain outside, and it has been raining for like a week now. We are in our rainy season. So that's always super fun. This is what we're looking like so far. So this side is the chest. If I can get it, of course it's going to be wibbly wobbly right now. But I'm going to do, let's see, how many rows is that? That was row 3. I'm doing that. Woo, it is hot. Let's see, what can I do? Obviously, I have to do the on. And the feathers, and sew them on. Let's see, actually, where I'm at right now, I could probably add the arms. Let's try it. Let's see, let's go a couple more. And then I'm gonna go in the front loops only. And then let's do 2 more. 6. Let's just do 1 more. 6. And then chain 1 and turn. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the arms built in. See if we like the way that this is looking. I think I'm going to start decreasing on the next row. So I did 5 rows of 7. Let me double check that. It's either 4 or 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Because I wound up back where I was. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. So on this next one, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do a decrease over here, go all the way across, and do a decrease in the last two. Do the same thing on the next one. And now I've made myself a little wing. Now I gotta figure out which way I was crocheting in the first place. This way. Now I'm just gonna slip stitch my way back down there along that outside edge. And I'll repeat that on the other side. So that way I don't have to crochet a wing on either wing. Not sure who I learned that from, but I remember seeing it on here on the talks, on the tickety talks. And now, when I go around, I'll have my little wing already made there, so I can continue around. Woo! I swear I think this rain is making it even hotter in this house. And then I gotta make sure where I have to. I don't know why that is over here. There we go. Well, I mean, I do know why. It's gonna be my feet here in a few minutes. But I don't know why it's up where I'm at, because I don't need it right now. Alright, now we're just gonna fold this in half this way and make sure where we need these wings at. So this is the bootay side. I want the booty side to be just a little bit bigger side. So we're going to put the stitch probably about 5 more stitches. That way we have a wider spot on the booty and less of a front. About right there. I think about right there is right. Tell me in the comments if you guys like freehand crochet. Like, do you guys do it? Do you not do it? If not, why not? Have you ever tried it? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wow, that rain is really, really coming down, y'all. We are almost at an hour. That is crazy. don't feel like it's been an hour. Like, when we were making the taco cat, I felt like taco cat, the burger cat, the cat burger. I don't know why I said taco. 1, 2, 3. Time just flew by also. Project, by the way. Hi, welcome in. We are making a flamingo. Now I am going to start decreasing it on this side. Welcome in, welcome in. We are adding wings to our flamingo now. I'm going to try to do it exactly the way that I did the other side, so that they match, because if you ain't got matching wings, it's going to make your critter look crazy. When my daughter had her scout night at the zoo up here just a couple weeks ago, which way am I going? Now I gotta figure it out. There we go. Yep. When she had her scout night up here at the zoo, they got to see the flamingos, and they actually got to watch the flamingos walk out and pet them and love on them and all that good stuff. It was really fun. Actually, like, they come right up to you. We got to watch them feeding them and just general fun stuff. So I love our scout unit. They are so wonderful to my kids. Like, both of my kids are involved. Even though my son is 16, he still loves doing stuff with them. Especially camping. There we go. Alright, now we got our 2 little wings to flip flappy around. Those look about right. Yeah. She's looking good. I think it's looking like a flamingo, y'all. Looking like a flamingo. Alright, let's keep going. I'm going to go probably 2 more rounds around here. Just so I lock in them wings, make sure that they're separate, and then I'm going to start decreasing and closing up the booty. Did I wind up going the wrong direction? Coming off the wing? I don't think I did. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I got this. Yeah, it's still right. You know what? No, I did not. I went the wrong way down the side of that wing. I am supposed to be going the other way. So let's just fix that real quick. Let's see. What am I going to do? Gotta fix it and go the right way. we're going the right way. I was about to say, why am I all the way on the outside of the crochet work and I'm supposed to be, it's supposed to be next to me. So I knew I was going the wrong direction. My puppy has finally laid down at my feet and relaxed. She gets so anxious when it is raining. And it wouldn't be a project complete if I didn't get some hair in it, y'all. And now I can't uncrochet it. Here we go. Yeah, that feels better. It's so weird when you're going the wrong direction. Like, it just winds up feeling so odd. This time when I go around, I'm going to go under the wings because what I did, and I will show y'all right there. See that little line right there? I just did the outer stitches. I just stitched into the outer ones instead of using both sides of the V so that I could go ahead and continue making the body and the wings would stick out and they would be pretty. That is what I'm doing now. Now I just gotta find that line. Here it is. And just go into it. It's always hard to do the first one, but after that it gets alright. Alright. Now we've got our little wing locked in. I have just started branching out into doing new critters. Like, for the longest time I just did my frogs. I love frogs. They are fun to make and I just was doing frogs. And then I just kind of decided I was tired of just doing frogs all the time. Hello, welcome in. Here's that second wing. Let's see if I can get down with that. This will also make the wings stick out just a little bit so you can see them. And even though it is an all-in-one kind of body, I will be able to charge $30 for this critter at my markets. Even though the yarn was only $1. And I'm only putting in about an hour's worth of work, so at least on the body part. There's what we're looking like so far. We got our little wings done. And then we'll keep going. We'll go around one more time. And then we're going to start decreasing. Maybe 2 more times. I think 2 more times, actually. Yeah, 2 more times. Go around a couple more times. I am making a flamingo. That's what we're looking like so far. So I think I'm gonna make it just about this much bigger, probably about 2 more rows. And then we're gonna close it off. Woo! Little fun little flamingo. And we just reached an hour. We're going to try to get this body done in an hour and a half. That is the goal today. And then add details. Can you hand me that ball of yarn right there? It's got a needle in it. I forgot to grab my crochet needle, or my this kind. Thank you, honey.
Where's your little cactus dude?
In the office somewhere. I'm not sure. My little hard-working cactus has migrated to somewhere not handy. My yarn keeps trying to run away. My yarn from my feet. If you are new, welcome in, welcome in. I'll get a hydration break. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are making a flamingo tonight. If you are just joining us, our question of the night is, weird weird sandwich did you grow up with? Or what kind of weird sandwich do you like? So, I have already said it a couple of times, but if you weren't here, my mama used to make a herb and cheese bread, peanut butter, and mayonnaise sandwich. And if you've never tried it, it's really good. But that is the weird sandwich that I grew up with. Alright, y'all, so this is where we're at so far. I think she is looking wonderful. We're going to start decreasing. So I'm going to do 3 single crochet and a decrease all the way around. Alright. That's what we're looking like so far. I think it looks cute. There we go. Looking like a flamingo. Definitely looking like a flamingo. So now we're going to go 2 single crochet and a decrease all the way around, which is closing up this bottom. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go one more round of 3 and a decrease. I want the decrease to be gradual. till we get to the bottom part. That's the best thing about freehanding. You can decide whatever you want to do and however you want to do it. I know it looks kind of funny when I'm doing it, but we're getting there, y'all. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 single crochet and decrease all the way around. And we'll see what it looks like when we get done with that one. All right. So this is where we're at now. And I'm going to go ahead and do a single and decrease all the way around and see where we're at there. Always stretch your fingers, especially if you're crocheting all at once. Like, I've been crocheting for 1 hour and 10 minutes now. The goal was to have the body completely done in 1 hour and 30 minutes so that we can have the entire thing done in less than 2 hours. We saved quite a bit of time by just crocheting in the arms, or wings, I guess you'd say, by crocheting those on as we went. That saves us a ton of time. Because sewing time is included in that hour and 30 minutes. I don't want to be sewing, you know, for hours and hours and hours on this thing. Because to get it to our price point of $30 for this critter, one, he has to be at least 10 inches tall, which I'm pretty sure we made that. And two, well, it's time to stuff it now. We want to make sure that we are done with sewing the body and making sure that this entire thing is done in less than 2 hours. I just got stuffing in my face and nose. So let's go ahead and stuff him or her and see where we're at stuffing wise. And I think this is going to be perfect. We are going to be able to close this up. There is our flamingo body. That's the back, that's the front. This is the front of our flamingo. Looking super cute. Now I'm just going to do decreases all the way around the bottom to close this up. Alright, last stitch on the body. And with my scissors. There we have our little flamingo body. We're going to get rid of that yarn. Actually, I might keep it and do some detail work with it here in a minute. There is our little flamingo body all started. I am in love, y'all. Like, that's so cute. Alright, let's sew it up. Alrighty. So there is our flamingo body. We're going to go ahead and sew the head up too while we got it going. And I think while I have the pink yarn out, I'm going to go ahead and reattach to the head here in just a second and make the little head foofs that some flamingos have. We don't want a ball-headed flamingo. We want a flamingo that looks cute. So here's our flamingo so far. We still have to put feet and a beak. So far, this is what we got. feet and a beak and some eyes. And our flamingo is going to look super cute, super cute. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go right into the top of the head, a little bit towards the back right here. And I'm going to make my little foofy thing. And all I'm going to do is make a couple little puffs up here. You can give her a little bird, a little bit of a feathered look. And you'll see what I mean here in just a second. So there is our little feathery poof on his head. And I'm going to pull it to the front and tie it off. Just like that. I always double knot and then I'm going to hide my tails. And now we're done with the pink. There we go. Little poofy. Bit of feathers there on the top of the head. Little poof of feathers. Alrighty. So feathers. We've got our beautiful long neck. Looking cute from both the front and the side. Now we are going to go in with our legs. So I'm just going to look at the bottom and see where in between these the legs look like they would need to go. I'm going to put the first one right here. Let's see, let's go this way. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think 15 is probably about right. And then just like our frog, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. And then loop it back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because these things ain't got very big feet. For birds that are as big as they are. 3, 4. They really don't have very big feet. And then we're going to just single crochet right back up our chain. There's one little leg done. It will look better when I get the other one done too. And I know some of you out there are going to be like, they don't got orange legs. Well, some do, and some don't. And some have white legs, and some have black bands on their legs. And flamingos can be any color. They don't just have to be what they look like in nature. They can be any color. This is a fantasy flamingo, maybe. Who knows? But he's my flamingo, and I can make him whatever color I want. There's one long leg for a little flamingo friend. Let's make another one. Yeah, that looks about right. Make sure it's in the right spacing. Yep. That looks right there. And we're going to count the same exact amount of stitches, 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. Oops. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm on the last stitch of this one. For that leg. And there we go. Oops, I dropped my crochet hook, y'all. That's okay, because I didn't need it no more on this one anyways. So now we've got our legs made for our flamingo. That's where we're at now. Now we're gonna work on the face. So I can't believe she's almost done. He's almost done. Whichever you prefer. So for the face, I'm going to use some brown yarn. And I'm just going to make the flamingo nose. We'll leave a bit of a long tail, that way I can kind of shape the nose just a little bit too. The hardest thing about doing this kind of intricate work is getting in those stitches with these dark colors. And I know I could go down a hook size because this yarn is thinner. I just ain't going to because I don't have one handy. And that's okay. Because I'm about to change yarns anyway. Alright. ahead and clip that. Let's see if that is enough. I think I'm gonna go one more row round. Because they get along pretty beaks. Alright, let's see if that looks about right. That looks about right. To pull this through and tie it off. And this is the only part that actually gets sewn on. So if you are looking for a no-sew, low-sew kind of deal, this might be a fun project for you. I'm just going to use the tails to stuff this. I'm not going to put no stuffing in it. I'm going to finish out curving that tip of the beak. Give it a little downward curve like their beaks are. And then feed that back through there. Just kind of leave it inside as well. And we've got a little curve to our beak. Stuff all that in there. So we've got a nice fluffy stuffed beak. And now we can sew our beak on. We still have 15 minutes of our hour, which is crazy, y'all. Let's see. Feel like that's about right. Yeah, that looks good. So now I'm just going to go around and sew this on. Make sure that the downward part of our beak is downwards. And that we are lined up with the back here. Lined up with the wings. Yep, everything looks good. And I'm just gonna go back up through here and hide my tail up through here just a little bit. That way, no matter what, it is not gonna come loose. Then I'm gonna take the tail and just hide it all the way through the body. And there we have it. There is our flamingo, y'all. Let's go ahead and add some little brown eyes. There's my brown eye. Here we go. Add a couple of brown eyes just to give her some detail, give him some, him, her, it, whatever. Let's give some detail. Let's give some little smiley face eyes. Right here going on. All the way across her right there. We'll do the same thing on this side. Let's move that actually over one stitch. And we can bring it back through and tie it all down here. And there we have it, y'all. One fully finished, ready for market, free-handed flamingo. What do we think? A little fluff off of it. So, I hope you guys liked this video. Check me out on the next one, and I will see y'all later. Bye!